Yo. So, a couple new SS Plus weapons dropped for this game. What I wanted to do was wait, try them out, get a video posted about them, and then make a new tier list on all the SS Plus weapons. You know, last time I did this, I was by myself. But this time we have company. We have someone that's irrelevant, useless. You know, if you will. Go ahead, bro.
Useless, but I'm your most trusted confidant. You trusted me more to this than you trust anybody else that you have done content with. So, that says a lot.
I don't know about trust.
So we're just lying now?
Yes.
We're obscuring the truth in the Big 25?
Alright. But yeah, this Strictly's back. I think doing this with somebody. I read comments some they disagreed with some things, so I think doing this with another person get 2 minds to make a tier list.
Pretty much mad because of the bias.
I think you'll be better, so. Without further
Oh,
ado,
I'm in a pit with Slack.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, without further ado, let's go to the first.
Would you like to pick the first weapon?
I think we're going to go in order here.
I don't remember the order. I hope you do.
Kerma Claw Edge. Now, it did just recently get a buff. You know,
Is the buff in the room with us?
Alright, bro.
No, no, bro. Me, there's the buff in the room.
I mean, it's not horrible like it used to be. You know, it's not peak, but it's manageable. You know.
I guess. I mean, yeah, okay. Where would you have it then, my good man?
Well, last time I had it like second worst in the game.
And I still have it D tier personally.
I feel like it can go. It's not useless. It's not great, but it's not.
Yeah, but if we're comparing it to every other SS Plus weapon, it's still probably one of the worst. Considering the fact that a lot of things got changed with the weapons, I would go with that very cleanly.
Right now, we always change. Right now, like this is solid.
Bottom of C tier. How about that?
Yeah. Now, second weapon. Not sure. Change about this. We have.
A tier. We're talking Infernal Sword.
Well,
Oh, Itachi's. Oh,
Itachi's.
B tier.
I'm thinking that.
It's great. It's very usable. Good combo potential, but at the end of the day, it's not the best healer SS Plus weapon in the game. Yeah, it's very outdated compared to all the other SS Pluses that are in the game. So it's very take it how you want it. Like personally, I use it a lot, but it's the combos you can fall out of them pretty easily because your guy phases in and out of existence, the crows. But all in all, it's still probably one of the better SS Plus weapons still to this day because of how useful it is.
The one gimmick that no weapon has been repeated. There's no running away from.
Yeah.
Can't run from that. Still to this day.
What? What golem? Oh my god.
You're right, B tier. I think that's fine. It did get buff, but I tried it. I don't know what the buff was.
Like I said, it's the buff in the room with us.
Every buff that they added to these weapons aren't the greatest. Infernal Sword. It just does its job. That's really it. It just does its job. I don't think much is needed. It's if you don't have the bow and you have the Infernal Sword, you're at least compete, I guess.
We use the term compete very loosely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So that's the first. Now next. Let's address the elephant in the room. Moderate.
A. And yeah, it got nerfed a lot. Not as accurate as it used to be, but the fact that that weapon can still delete your health bar with one heavy attack. Granted, maybe top of B. I wouldn't say like top A tier, maybe low A tier, maybe high B tier, but I feel like the weapon is just very dangerous still.
It can be. It's not. It's still. It does damage, but not as much. You're just spamming triangle. My health is not gonna melt like it used to. And
yeah, but it's still like a dangerous weapon. Feel me?
Yeah, it's still good. If you know how to play, everyone likes to press triangle though. It's very easy to go around. That's the only issue. Like no one that really uses it ever really knows how to combo with this. So as soon as you take the triangle factor away, they're just like open and die. That's every time I face a modern weapon user.
Yeah. They're wide open, but if you have the right build around it, it's one of those weapons. If the build's right around it, it's...
You say it's what?
Oh. If the build is built around the weapon, it's probably one of the better weapons in the game.
Yeah. I'll say... Yeah, could change this. I'll say... above him? I'm sorry. I can't put it above. Next weapon. Size weapon. You know, there's a tier.
I'm gonna let you go first because
I know the worst. There's no less weapons here.
see, I can't agree with that, and then that's just personal bias. I'm gonna let you give your reason first before I do.
I've never seen no one use this weapon, and when I do see it, it just does not perform well at all.
So I'm just chopped the liver?
We're not talking about you. There's a difference between
I'm just
fighting someone you know.
I'm just chopped liver, I see.
What's your reason?
The weapon is bad. Don't get me wrong. It's bad. It's awful actually. But if you know how to use it, it's probably one of the more fun SS Plus weapons. And I think that's the reason behind it. It's not supposed to be good. It's more of a it's bad, it's fun type of weapon. And it's not super frustrating to use, I would say.
Even with all that, would it still even be good though? I mean,
like I said, if you have the right build around it, it can work. Like if you complement it with the actual ink moves or even Datara's moves, it works perfect. Because for some reason the ink and clay works very well together for some reason. But yeah, I would personally say no. It's not the best. I wouldn't put it bottom of the barrel, but cause I feel like there's still more that are worse, but the side weapon is definitely one of the bottom two.
I'm looking at what's left, and I'm not sure what else could be worse.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'll put in D.
Because I think I have one that side weapon still beats.
It got buffed. I know what you know what? We can discuss. But no, wait, hold on. If I'm not mistaken. I think it is next. No, wait, no. Okay. Momoshiki weapon. I'll let you go first.
B. Maybe high C. And the reason why I have the Momoshiki weapon there is because, one, again, the weapon's very fun to use. It feels like one of the umbrellas, but it hits a lot harder. The gimmick, when you get the projectiles after you finish the full light combo, also pretty cool. And again, it's another one of those weapons that if you have the right build around it, it's probably one of the better weapons. Again, if we're talking just pure weapon, it's right there, just right in the middle. Not the worst, not the best. Just right in the middle. I feel like half of the SS Plus weapons are better, and half are... Yeah, I would have it right there.
See, I don't disagree with you, but I would put A. That's me. It's very... It has a very good one-hit stun. No, that's... with a lot of what these weapons could be missing. But the projectiles of it, if you know how to spam it, because a ton... let me even rephrase this. Nobody knows how to spam the projectiles, but if you know how to spam it, it's very useful. I mean, even if you don't combo them, they can't do anything. They can't rush you. They're kind of just stuck, like running around until you stop. There's a good stalling method if you have like your jutsus or whatever. I mean, that's for a 4v4 situation, that would be too better, but it's still like it's decent. It has a horrible handle.
It's the slow. It's unusable. Like, it's not even a haha. It's bad. It's like, oh, it. You're never gonna be pressing triangle with this weapon.
And the triangle doesn't break guard either. Yeah, I literally caught someone on block triangle.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't break. Yeah, if
wow.
If wake up and you triangle them, the guard would go to yellow. It won't break.
That's okay. And we're putting this A tier.
Look.
Let's think about it. The main gimmick of healer weapons is that they insta break guard. You can't even do that. And you're an SS Plus? See, I didn't even know that, because I don't that often, but that more so justifies why I put it at C.
I mean, I'm not going to I'm going to say the cons and the pros of the weapon. I feel like it's...
The cons heavily outweigh... The pros heavily outweigh the cons, but the cons are very... It contradicts what the weapon is supposed to be. Like, as a healer, you're not often using triangle, but the fact that your triangle is a guaranteed guard break is kind of what makes it that high risk war, because most healer weapons triangles are slow anyway, but they insta break guard for that reason. And if you can't do that, then why use it?
First combo damage.
I get that. I get that. The main gimmick of a healer weapon irrelevant.
Yeah, that's true.
So I will compromise. It definitely deserves the A tier because it's not as bad as 2B C tier. We'll compromise and say we put it
high B. I'll put it.
I'm willing to compromise.
I'll put it A.
I'm willing to compromise that.
Now we get to. We might be on this for a while. I don't know. Depending on how Strictly feels.
Oh. I feel like I know.
Gaara's weapon.
Is there an F tier?
I don't know if I can put this at the worst SS Plus weapon. I have a tier specifically called that worst SS Plus weapon.
And this is one of the ones that we thought that size weapon is better than.
I don't know.
What is the gimmick behind Gaara's weapon? Because if I can beat out Gaara's weapon one hit stun with like an S rank defense weapon, then why is it an SS Plus weapon?
But it does have the traps. Those traps are not a bad thing to place down.
You have to be a complete idiot. You have to be fighting complete idiots for them to get caught in those traps.
Okay, you're probably not wrong, but it's still useful. Base battle, flag, you place down the traps, yeah. And it instant breaks guard, so.
And we'll go. Yeah, it instant breaks. Let's go to Madara's fan that does good damage here and has severe pushback. And is armored.
Well, I think every defense weapon.
Well, every defense triangles are, but let call it a spade. It's a great AOE. You can't even you can barely jump over it. You can't duck it. You can't it's just guaranteed, pretty much.
Also, it has a delayed hit. That's very weird. On the ground, the hit, you could dodge it, but it would delay all.
It will still hit you because of the AOE. And I'm sorry, the traps just, they don't work for me.
I mean, I don't have the weapon. If I got the weapon, I'll be able to really see. Because that's the issue with Sais and Gar's weapon. They're both, like, not used to the point where I just don't know where they are.
And you know me. I'm a person who's willing to give any weapon a benefit of the... I'm saying no? Tells you something.
Alright. I'll place it at the worst. I'll change this around a little bit. Sais weapon still isn't safe.
Oh, Sais weapon isn't safe at all, but Gar's is just that bad. It's disturbing.
Now we have I think the last one of
second drop is...
Hold on. No, I got the first.
Is it Inferno Sword?
Got the... Oh no, we're on one of the last batches. Now.
You're gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna let you go first.
It got a one-hit stun. That's the only thing that held it back is what it got. It received that one-hit stun, and now everything that it could do, it can now basically do better. I would place an A. I mean, it's a very solid weapon, you know. It's actually hard to drop out of combos because of the absorb combo that just basically automatically puts people back in your combo. And the laser's really pretty nice.
I mean,
laser isn't garbage.
Yeah. Don't you have to like set up? Is it like, don't you have to do something first?
Okay, you basically have to be on your opponent while they're on the ground, and when they wake up, they have to not dodge. They have to just block, and you have to.
Oh, so you have to just hope your opponent.
Okay, yeah, yes, that is true, but people aren't that smart enough. They'll like dodge. Okay, if they dodge backwards, they get hit by the laser. If they go forward, they get hit by the laser. So it's really just dodge to the left or right, because they just stand there and block. Their guard's broken. Which, I mean, it's more than what other weapons can do. Other weapons.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't put it A tier.
where would you place it?
C. I feel like there's still, like, yeah, you got that one-hit stun that you were talking about in the combos. It's really hard, but I still feel like there's a good amount of SS weapons that are still better than it, even after the...
Even after, you know, the thing too is that we look at, I just wouldn't place Madara's above it, because I don't know.
Madara's got nerfed to the ground.
I wouldn't. Itachi's is fine. I don't know if I would place Itachi's above it, because it also does the most damage out of any weapon here. Besides the weapons doing something weird, like Momoshiki's technically does the most damage because he just one-shots you, but we're not talking about that. Just raw damage in a realistic scenario, it does the most. It can do like 90% of your health, no jutsu.
Yeah, but we also gotta take into account we use an out significantly increases speed.
You say, oh yeah.
So if we're going for I'm trying to think of it of not using Blue Chrysanthemum, because then that just changes a lot of the weapons. Because again, if we're going by that, if we're running Blue Chrysanthemum, Kawaki's weapon is S tier because of how fast you can swing with it.
I mean,
like, let's be honest.
I've used it without Chrysanthemum. You would be right. I mean, okay, out of all these, I've used Itachi's and Momoshiki's without Chrysanthemum. That's really Kawaki's weapon I have with that, but I think it's just fine. I feel like I'll put it above Madara's, and we're putting Madara's B. Then I feel like
we'll put it high B.
I said we can
put it top of B tier, because I will say it's probably the best of the middle of the pack SS Plus weapon.
I'll still put it above it. I mean, I'll still put Momoshiki above it.
Yeah, I think Momoshiki still
now
stupid.
Oh yeah, it was.
Right.
Hold on. Why do I have this mixed up? We have Boom, Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi was the first three, and Sai, Madara.
Did we talk about
Momoshiki? Huh?
Did we talk about Sword?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Oh, well, we didn't go into much depth about it. I was like, yeah, Inferno Sword is just fine. You be placed in A tier. Not much to talk about. And you just kind of like agree.
Oh, I mean, look at the weapon.
Yeah.
Believable. Yeah. It's one of the few SS Plus weapons that can just outright beat another SS Plus weapon. And we'll get to that later.
Yeah, okay, I am going in order here, making sure. Alright. Now we're on to very...
controversial.
No, not controversial. God tier section. Demon Roll.
Oh. S. S.
Should we like just place these down first and then discuss them, or?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll put them down and then we'll S.
Bow.
Bow? Is there an SS Plus?
Yeah. Alright.
Guys, we'll place them and then each weapon and how ridiculous they are.
I'll do those. I'll leave the other. Okay.
We'll leave the last three for the end, but for those three right there.
So, I don't think we have to discuss the bow. I don't think we have to. The amount of people that complain about it every day, I think
we don't have to. We don't have to at all. It speaks for itself.
Now, Demon Roar and Invincible Destruction. I think Demon Roar is still above Invincible Destruction, but
Invincible Destruction.
Invincible Destruction. The brain cells needed for that weapon. Like, it's crazy.
Demon Roar is insane. Like, the fact that I put on a mask. Yeah, it lowers my defense, but I get buffed in every way. My attack track speed is better. I hit harder. I can infinite you with or without the mask.
You can heal.
You can heal, yeah, if you're doing the combo with the mask on. That defense debuff means nothing.
Yeah.
And you just look like a badass with the mask on.
Yeah, it has the most buffs. That's the difference between it and the future weapon we're gonna talk about.
And
Invincible Destruction is just you.
If you want to pick up a weapon, turn your brain off and press one button. And we're talking about the sword part of Invincible Destruction here, because that's the gimmick. The sword and shield part, like the first half of it, it's good on its own. If we're gonna split them up, I'll put the sword and shield at C and the sword at S. Because
I put the sword and shield at low B. I wouldn't put it C, like very low B.
It's even though it got buffed, it's still pretty easy to fall.
Yeah.
But it's that's fair. But
it's
infinite super armor, guaranteed, and it's almost impossible now after the buff for you to fall out of the Invincible Destruction comp.
And also, I forgot when the game buffed this, but the game changed the UI, so now I say UI. I don't know what I'm talking about, but the game changed. So now when you rush people, you have the buff on whenever you rush. It didn't used to be like that. You had to be actively attacking, but now the charge also gets super armor, so it's just guaranteed that I'm gonna hit you unless you move. Yeah, I don't know why they changed that. You know, Invincible Destruction was broken enough. I mean, it works with Sunlit Peel and everything too, but like really? So
yeah, it's ridiculous.
So, yeah, it's almost like permanent super armor with no downtime.
And there's very few things you can use to counter.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
And well, as everyone has seen, the bow is just the
yeah, bow. Oh, yeah, hold on.
like
Let's discuss. The bow did get nerfed.
Is the nerf in the room with us?
Yep. I mean, the bow got nerfed, right? But it got nerfed from number 1 to number 1.
Like you ever see that meme, that episode of SpongeBob? They stole the balloon, and they got put in jail for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That was the bow. That was the bow's nerf.
For a solid, like people read those patch notes.
Wait,
yes, it got nerfed.
When we first saw the nerf, we had this discussion. We're like, is Demon Roar probably going to be the best SS Plus weapon now because of the nerf? And we had a good like 15-minute discussion about it. Then we used the bow after the nerf, and we were like, oh, is the nerf in the room with us?
It's just not changed.
If anything, it made the combo potential of the bow better because you don't just spam square with it anymore. But now it just made the bow more dangerous because you don't know what arrow's coming after the first.
Yeah. It's like.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 2 fire bows break. Like 2 consecutive.
I couldn't confirm it or not. I know the explosion fire bows break. I don't know about the real ones.
I feel like if you shoot 2 back to back, it explodes. It breaks. But we'll test that another time.
But what should we call it? Also another thing too is the fact that it just has like. I ain't trying to diss anyone for saying this, but y'all bow players don't even know how to play it. Like the Kamui bow, the explosion bow, like there's just so many different ways you can cook with it. I'm just now the fire arrow. I'll say this and I'll stand by this. The little arrow rain needs to be buffed because that is the most useless thing on the entire bow. Like it's I don't even know why.
Give it a bigger AO.
Something like they don't have to make it broken. But
I don't ever let myself use.
No one does.
Like even in base battle, it just doesn't do anything.
Before nerf, it was not being seen. After nerf, it for sure was. Like even though it should have been more.
It just turned the bow nerf just made bow players less skilled. Then you just keep trying to spam square, and then you just die late.
Yeah, they think it's still gonna work like the old days, but no, you actually need combos with the bow now. That's what you need. But yeah, it's alright. We all know the bow's number 1. It's gonna have to get like another nerf for it to really not be the best. Is it like broken number 1 now? Yeah. Not as bad as it used to be, but it's still broken. Alright, that's it. I don't think I have too much else to say about it. Now let's get to this weapon right here. I want to place CT below Kerma Claw Edge. That's what I want to do. Hugo weapon.
F.
Yep.
F. Matter of fact, under F tier. Like that's the worst weapon in the game. No, we were talking about, but the Hugo weapon is the worst weapon in. Okay, let me before.
Yeah, before you.
Before I get burned at the stake and I have pitchforks and just outside my house. This tier list is talking strictly on the weapon itself. The weapon is garbage by itself.
And now we did mention earlier in the video when you said Momoshiki, you said combos. Yes, we did say that, but it's still talking about weapon itself.
Moshiki's still better.
Yeah.
Any good player with any regular weapon could make a Hugo weapon useless. Or before people in the comments, it's not called the Hugo weapon. It's called the Go Eat Twang. I'm not calling it that. It's called a Hugo weapon because all it is grow up.
Yep.
It's bad. It's really bad. It's bad.
And now I have done my fair research on the weapon, so thanks to I forgot what his name was. Sensei boba or whatever. I found out the weapon can block projectiles, can save you from ults, can get rid of like Earth Dragon Bullet and Shikigami Storm and whatnot. Yes, it can do that stuff. The 128 palms has super armor. Yes, I found all that stuff out. It doesn't change anything.
Let me bust that theory, right? Let me move. If I have to use 15 layers of super armor just for it to be barely passable, the weapon is bad. I shouldn't have to lock your sub 50 times for me to kill you. And healer weapons that quote-unquote combat healer jutsus, they all lock subs or do something of that sort, and they're all punches to the ground. And don't even get me started on Crimson Drizzle. You Hugo weapon players who use Crimson Drizzle, you guys are weird. Because it's an 8-second spam. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Let me go pop Sakura's armor, and then let me go punch the ground and just lock your sub and just for 20 seconds. Or weirdos who like to use Chakra Scalpel with Crimson Drizzle. I hope all the plastic ends on your shoelaces.
Yep. Shoelaces. But yeah, I agree. The Hugo weapon. Now I'm not gonna put it worse. Nah, I'll put it C tier below.
No.
It's bottom three. It's bottom three.
No. If I had to pick one of the bottom tier SS Plus weapons to use for the rest of my life, over as the Hugo weapon.
Hold on, you cut out. What'd you say?
I would pick Gara's over the Hugo if I had to pick one bad SS.
I thought you would pick the side weapon, but yeah. What?
No, like obviously side's gonna be my number one because I use that. Good with it.
Yeah.
I can combo into the little monk, the regular base, and then I can switch it mid combo to the
little range.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I can switch it back as I'm comboing, just reset it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Hugo weapon by itself, on its own, bad. Very bad.
Let me throw some.
I have never seen a Hugo weapon user use that weapon without Crimson Drizzle or Chakra. That tells you something.
Let me just go a little more into depth than what Strictly said, because he said a lot, but he was kind of just hating on the weapon. He didn't give too many reasons. It doesn't even have a one-hit stun in 2025. It came out in 2025. No one-hit stun in 2025. By the way, just
love how you just said I was just hating on the weapon.
Well, you didn't say you said a lot, but you didn't say a lot descriptively of what the weapon is.
I said if I have to use super armor to make it passable, that's bad.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not that's not saying the reason I use super armor is this. It's I use super armor with it. That's why I'm about to go over. Another thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this because Strictly mentioned what we call Crimson Drizzle. Without Crimson Drizzle, you're dropping out of every combo the weapon does. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I couldn't tell you the amount of times of a Hugo weapon player didn't use Crimson Drizzle and just raw used the weapon. And I just got their combo casually.
Yeah.
Or
you could just block through it in the perfect frame. It's bad on its own.
Yeah,
if I'm not locking your sub, it's useless.
Yep. And also, like I said, no one hit stun, but also the rush move, probably top bottom 3 worst rushes out of every SS Plus weapon. If I could literally win against a Hugo weapon, do you know the little the square attack, the raw square that you gotta rush your opponent with?
I didn't know what.
It's not a one-hit stun. It's the raw square that it does basically. It's technically its rush move, but still, it's losing. It's if you are standing with another weapon and the weapon attacks and you attack, you're gonna lose. You're standing far away and y'all both rush each other, you're gonna lose. It loses. And I know people like to use it in a 4v4 scenario. It's not the best in a 4v4. I would rather take Momoshiki's any day in a 4v4.
I would take 10 times out of 10. I would take Momo. Matter of
Probably.
fact, I would use an SS, a regular SS healer weapon.
I mean, yeah, I use Faded Blossom whenever I play with y'all, because I like Faded Blossom and it works.
If I play healer, I use like just as bad, but they're fun to use. Back-ended explosion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's just other better options, but this one's just it can.
Matter of fact, I think the nightsticks are more fun to use.
Oh, probably. It's probably better too. Also that sword. Yeah, there's probably a lot of options. I mean, I don't have those weapons. There's probably a lot of options that are better.
Foo's wings are definitely.
Oh yeah, Foo's wings. That's another one. We're not hating on this. We're not trying to purposely hate, but it's just not like it's not ideal. Like it needs a buff. It needs something. I know y'all Hugo weapon glazers are gonna like trip out when y'all see this, but I hate to say it, it needs a buff. It does.
We're canceled when they see this video.
Yeah, we're done for. We're gonna be like, wake up, tired up,
To a damn train track somewhere.
Yeah. But like,
they're all gonna have the Hugo weapon. I mean, I will give the Hugo weapon this. I will say this. The fact that when you have the weapons on, you get the Byakugan, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But then you go to other weapons that we talked about earlier, like Madara's Fan. You get the Renegon, much cooler than Byakugan.
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there. That's the Hugo's weapon gimmick, by the way. Its gimmick is the Byakugan. I've never once seen anyone use that gimmick. Like you know, I want to say like
I don't even see people use Byakugan with the Byakugan weapon. That just goes to show like.
I would just straight up say that the gimmicks, right? We should talk about these later, but I'm gonna just throw it out now. I thought Zabuza's weapon might have had the worst gimmick, but it's not even bad because the Hugo's weapon is generally useless. Like the Byakugan. Okay, so here's what I thought. They buffed Byakugan right before they came out with Hugo weapon, and the buff was Byakugan can now guard anything in the game, and you basically can guard forever without your guard being broken. That's what I thought the Hugo weapons was about to do. I thought you hit someone once, you get the Byakugan active, you can just sit there and block. I was like, oh yeah, these weapons, they're gonna be able to contend with the bow. I was wrong. I was rightfully so wrong. I could have been any more wrong. All you do is get like a range buff to like anyone you can see, and that's literally it. It's useless. It's literally nothing. There's nothing like I said, not to mention, like Strictly said, 28 layers of super armor all you Hugo weapons use, because y'all know the weapon's bad. Y'all know it's bad. It's, you know, but it's whatever. Now, Strictly, anything else to mention?
With the Hugo weapon?
Yeah.
If it ever comes back in its current state and it doesn't get a buff, don't waste your scrolls.
Yeah. I think that's facts. I think also this tier list, you also take it as well, hopefully you was taking it as this way anyway, but this is what you should try to get with your scrolls, the type of tier list with the SS plus weapons. That's what we're doing here. What's your best value of your scrolls? This is probably the best value. The tier list, I think this is pretty similar. The only difference is that some of these were way higher. But okay, let's go to the two new SS plus weapons we just came out. Zabuza's weapon.
Hey.
Zabuza's?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking
It's not.
It's not what?
It's not the best SS.
But it's not the worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst. But the fact that it has a good gimmick, like the water clones.
That's not his gimmick.
Well, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, yeah, it has the best triangle in the entire, second best triangle in the entire game. You know, since Hashirama's to replace it the next update. But yeah, I was gonna say painfully mid because it has a really good pro, and then it has insanely bad cons.
Yeah, that you know what that's.
You said that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. As I was gonna
can agree to that.
Place it like right in the middle. Nah, above moderate fan, but just the MB tier above moderate fan. Okay, so let's go to the pros, because me and Strictly already did a video on this. You could go watch if you want to. Pros. It has a very insanely good triangle. And we're done there. That's the pros. I'm trying to think. I don't.
The weapon can heal you. That.
Strictly.
Oh.
It's the healing. With us.
My fault. You got it.
So let's go over its technicality pros. Healing. You gain a defense. You again, a good triangle. Can shoot from far range. It could.
The Waterclones have pretty good tracking as well.
It has technically really decent combos. Now we go to the bad one hit. Bad damage. It's gimmick, right? The defense buff gimmick you get lasts 2 seconds. It's just it lasts.
Okay.
Solid.
Well, yeah, the buff lasts 1 hit, literally. But it could be a lot.
I've gotten saved from that game like once.
I just made this defense close out.
That's crazy. And now for, I think that's enough with the Zabuza weapon. It's painfully made. It's not
it has so much potential. But it's yeah, not Gara bad, but it's also not a fan or Event of Destruction good. It's just painfully mid in comparison to all the other defenses. It's better than Gara's, but it's worse than those. So, you know what? C tier. Final answer.
Okay, how we go from A above Moderate fan to C tier?
No, I didn't put it above Moderate fan at A. I just said it was A tier.
I mean, it still is. Remember, Moderate fan is so really above it if I place it A. That's
oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't know about that one now. C is, okay, D, C, B, A, S. So, I guess I can place it C tier, why not? Now, let's go to, the newest SS Plus weapon in the game, Hashirama Sword. I wanted to say high A. I don't want to put it S, because the difference between S and A is like a lot, but like at the same time, it's Hashirama. You know what? Here's the difference between every weapon you see at B tier and below has a flaw to it. It has something to it that like makes it.
Honestly, I can't see a flaw with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say every weapon A tier and above doesn't have a flaw to it. It's generally just it's great.
If you want to say the flaw is the stage mode, you have to chop it.
That is the most mediocre.
That's the most niche.
Irrelevant flaw.
Because here's the thing: the weapon does great damage without the stage mode damage buff.
Yeah.
But it becomes a monster in stage mode. Like we were talking about how Demon Roar has that attack buff. Trumps Demon Roar's like significantly.
Respectfully, Demon Roar buffs every attack you do, even in the
fair. And let's think about it. As an attack type, You want your jutsus doing more damage or your raw damage? Damage.
That's it. It depends on your build.
Like, if most attack types, I'm controversial, but most of you little attack type weirdos like to run TP. The Hashirama weapon fits way better with TP than Demon Roar does.
Yeah. Well, my build, because personally, I mean, we know my build is. I haven't used it in a while, but my main build is Octopus Hug and Oboe. The Demon Roar wouldn't help me, but this weapon like helps that build a ton. Then I already
my main build. Well, the build that I usually use with Hashirama weapon, it's Rasen Shuriken and Youthful Roar. I don't even use Rasen Shuriken that much, but with the Shadow outfit, with defense buff, I can kill you in one combo.
Defense nerf.
No. Like a defense buff. Like if you put on Yellow Pill or something, yeah, I can kill you in one combo with the Hashirama weapon with just in Sage mode and Youthful Roar. And if I hit you with a Rasen Shuriken, which lowers your defense by 30%, I'm killing you before you even react. Because you still get the debuff even if you block the Rasen Shuriken.
It just breaks you.
So you're doomed, regardless.
Yeah. Another thing.
And on top of that, in Sage mode, it shreds guards too. And it swings fast on its own.
And another thing is the weapon has aim. Aim assist. Wherever you.
No, it has aimbot. If you make any wrong move, if a person's in Sage mode, they can catch you with like the barrier combo end from across the map. 1, 2. The weapon itself is a combo resetter in Sage mode with the barrier, which is indefinite. It's just guaranteed because it takes forever for you to get your sub back.
Yeah, and also the weapon. This is a very niche thing that the weapon can do. The weapon it's the first SS Plus weapon to be able to go against jutsus.
Yep. And win against both of them.
Yeah, we haven't tested every jutsu, but Water Shark Bomb, Rasen Shuriken, Dragon Flame, the Sasuke one, the meta jutsu that just came out a few months ago. It can beat that out. It can. I'm not sure how many it can, but it can actually beat out jutsus. The giant golem. That's another.
Again, it's another one of those weapons where if we're going weapon by itself, like insane.
You said weapon by itself,
If it's in Sage mode, because it beats out the bow with the golem.
You cut out. You said in Sage mode.
In Sage mode, it beats out the bow.
Oh yeah, it's every range attack it has beats out the bow. Even the dragons, they come out the sword.
The little baby dragons, yeah. And a little added bonus, but it doesn't. But in Link mode, when you activate it, weapons turn gold and black. And I'm sorry, that is the cleanest looking weapon ever.
I can't lie. You had like the dragons, like gold now and whatnot.
The dragons are gold, the weapon and like the blades and all that black.
Plus you charge up, so it's like the outside.
Yep, it's very clean.
Oh yeah, another thing the weapon does too, because the weapon's gimmick is to charge jump into like the attack buff, but what people don't realize, your charge jump is increased. Like you jump farther, so
it's good for running the flag.
Yeah, I'm about to say maybe you want to get to your teammates' flag, whatever. You could just go there way quicker now. So just throwing that out there too. It's a very like I said, it's not. If you're just comboing somebody and they sub and you lock onto them as you're just still comboing in the air, your pillar would just drop on them and you don't even have to like try to dodge them or nothing.
worst, this weapon, certain weapon at worst, number 5. At its best, it can arguably be number 1.
That's a little wild. That is a little wild. I will say this: it has a major that you don't have to have happen, but it can happen if you're using it. So this weapon, unlike Zabuza's weapon, cinematic, you know, it does the camera angle, is very quick and you can kind of just cancel it. This weapon's cinematic move is very long. The golem, bringing out the golem, is very long. And you don't get why I'm mentioning that. You can very easily sub and just punish someone trying to do that. Just throwing that out there. Like, I've done it before. Like someone's just doing the golem punches or sending the golem out. They can't do it. They can't move.
But also, you can cancel that.
You can cancel what?
You can cancel the cinematic, and you can just have them trapped into the tree, and just reset your combo.
Depends which. Well, yeah. If you're in the tree, yeah. But the golem one is just like guaranteed.
Or the golem one.
Yeah, you cannot do anything about that.
You know, the golem, weirdly enough, protects you from behind. It has a delayed hit like moderate.
It's 50. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you are trapped. Like, you cannot. You're just stuck there basically, which I don't like, because if someone like activates Kieran on you, you're not getting out of that. You're just not. You're kind of just done for. Or whatever. Anything. That's the one con to the weapon I can really think of, is you cannot move in some of the animations. Now, you could, like in the video I posted the other day, you could easily just do like the 1, 2, 3 hit and combo where you spin around and your opponent's like kind of stuck in the mid-air. You know, gimmick or combo, whatever. The new thing they added. And you can get rid of yourself that way, and eventually, you know, you'll be able to do the moves with no problem. But aside from that, I think that's the only thing. I think there's other pros are missing to the weapon, but I think that's the important stuff. I think I'll put it number 4. I can't put it above. I can't put it above. I can't put it above Bow.
Can put it.
You said you can put it where?
Above Event of Destruction. I'll tell you why. If we're going on both sides of the weapon, it's better than Event.
You are cutting crazy. I can't even lie. You gotta get closer to your mic for this one.
I said,
yep.
Event of Destruction's gimmick. It's cool, and it takes less setup than Hashirama's weapon, but it doesn't have many pluses, except I get armor, and Hashirama's weapon will just shred your health, regardless of if you're using armor or not. So it kind of just makes the armor useless, because you're just standing there getting hit, or just using armor. And I believe it's faster than Event of Destruction, so it'll beat it in a one-hit stun.
Well, it being faster than something that has infinite armor doesn't really help. Technically.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Now I will say this. I will rebuttal to this by saying, you're right. Technically, it does have higher damage, and you can shred people's health, because Event of Destruction users just kind of, like you said, just press square, so they're stuck in the animation. But in a 4v4 scenario, okay, let's go. 1v1 scenario. I'm not sure. It's hard to fight a smart Event of Destruction player. So, but
well, the weapon just came out.
Yeah,
at least we've had about 6 months for Event of Destruction.
Yeah, that's true. But Event of Destruction in a 4v4, that infinite armor. And just infinite armor, I would say like yellow pill, but no, I'm not even gonna give it none of that. Just infinite armor. You go in, you can do your job. You can just go in, start swinging, whatever, and not care. You know, protect your teammates while your healer's healing, or you're getting the scroll, whatever. You can't do that with Hashirama weapon. Like you.
Yeah, but the thing, if we go yellow pill for destruction, we gotta also give maybe Hashirama weapon either Sunlit or Raging God, and you have seen and what Raging God can do with this weapon.
Well, I would just give you that. Outfit plus Raging God, whatever you want to put it on.
Yeah.
Because the Murakami outfit. I know this. You could say it's not fair, but it's literally the best. The weapon in that outfit go hand in hand. Buffs your attack power, buffs your chakra jump. It just goes hand in hand.
Yeah. I mean, the outfit that I use with it still works pretty well. Like the government gown.
That's what it's called.
Because you get that.
It's called Murakami. Oh, it's called both. It's technically both the names.
Oh, you were talking about Murakami.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
But yeah, it's technically that. Like I say, I just couldn't. I wouldn't place it above Inventus because Inventus still has like its stupidity that it just.
I mean, yeah, I guess it is no skill with the.
Yeah. I mean, we both mastered it, basically and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that one takes IQ, one doesn't. It's just that simple. And it's easy. Okay, both of them are easy to get their buffs, but in the middle of the fight, if you're
I would much rather press try.
Yeah, I was about to say like
chakra jump.
Your buff could run out in the middle of the fight. Meanwhile, Invented Destruction's buff is just gonna stay there forever. So,
yeah.
That is one thing to just put in mind. I think that's also just one last go around. Worst weapon is Hyuga. Then in D tier we have side weapon and C tier we have 7 Ninja Swordsman and Kurama Claw Edge. B tier we have Shinobi Wear model and the Toyska Blade, Warfan Madara, and
Warfan Dreaming Moon.
Warfan Dreaming Moon. Why can I not think of Momoshiki's weapon's actual name?
Sage.
Sage Arms, but I don't ever call it Sage Arms. I call it the
Sage Art Monster.
Yeah, Monsters Chaos. And that's in B tier. In A tier, we have Timberland, Hashirama, Senju, and then we have
Timberblade. Timberland is a boot.
Timberblade, yeah. Yep, we're cutting that out. Yep. They don't need to know that. We have S, and that's an A tier. Inferno Sword and Hashirama's S tier. Demon War, Enchanted Sword, and Infinite Destruction. And
Scientific Ninja Tool Stop.
And the best weapon tier list, which is basically the SS, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if the bow originally was like 2 levels above every other weapon. I don't even know if I would have it like 2 levels. It might be 1 level.
It's probably just 1.
Yeah. But the best weapon is
still
the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think you could easily switch Demon Roar and Invincible Destruction around. If you want to put Invincible Destruction above Demon Roar, go ahead.
It's if you're a defense main, you can go.
I don't know about Timberlands. You might be able to like make a somewhat argument. It's really just for flat battle. Timberlands definitely gonna.
See, the thing about.
What are you about to say?
The thing about Demon Roar is it goes with a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Because with Hashirama's blade, or maybe this is can buff my damage. Weapon.
Hashirama's blade buffs your damage.
I see how much I can buff my and with Demon Roar, just try to see what jutsu's hand in hand with it. Like with the buffs. And like so it's again like to be honest, 2, 3, and 4 are very interchangeable based on your preference.
Yeah. I didn't mean to cut
No, you can go.
I will say, Demon Roar's con, which strictly did say like, oh, well, basically the defense buff doesn't matter, but that is Demon Roar's one con, is that defense buff. It depends. Like, if you get caught, you're dead. There's no like, okay. So, like Strictly said, you could have Blue Flash. That's the outfit in the shop right now, as today's like July 3rd. So Blue Flash, has the highest defense in the game as an outfit, plus Yellow Pill, and Timberblade. We're still like do like 90% of your damage. Demon Roar lowers your defense by a lot. It's not like a what's a small defense buff? Because there's different scales of defense buffs in this game.
All defense buff.
It's not like a Glimmering Flames defense buff. It's like Strictly said, Roshan Shuriken defense buff. Like that's how much you kind of like start taking down. Like Timberblade can probably like two-shot a Demon, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
That's the issue with Demon Roar. But Demon Roar also, because of its speed boost it gives itself, TP becomes useless. Like, the reason you use teleportation jutsu is literally just the Demon Roar's buff. Attack.
Same kind of same with the speed buffs and all that. It kind of just makes.
Yeah, and the reason I even mention that is the fact that like, attack types like y'all will use like maybe Halo Dance with TP to combo after the Halo Dance. You don't even have to do that. You could just use Demon Roar with Halo Dance, and boom, you can combo after it. And then you can have jutsu.
Here's another thing that I
that you thought of.
Yeah, about some of these weapons against certain jutsus.
Oh, what's up?
A lot of these weapons and their gimmicks can be countered by strange taste. So keep that in mind.
True. The only weapons. So we look at all these. The ones that don't get countered by strange taste would be
the bow.
The bow and destruction. Depends on how you play them.
If you're using the ranged attack, it is probably just you're feeding somebody.
We didn't even talk about the ranged attack on Demon Roar. Funny enough.
I don't think we needed to.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much use because of how good the weapon is on its own.
Yeah.
It's weird. The gimmick of ranged attack is.
So the gimmick of the ranged attack is what?
It's to keep people away, but the buffs make you want to rush people down. So it just makes it use.
I think it's the way that Smash uses it. Is that you use the blade and then you knock someone back and then you rush them, and you'll be able to combo into that.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be used.
Yeah. I mean, he's done it like multiple times against me. Just hit me with the blade once. I had no subs. He rushes me and then I die. Because I can't block or anything. It's generally a combo, even though he's like halfway across the map. Don't ask me why. So that could be it. Like I said, there's just a disclaimer. We might have missed some things on what some of these weapons could do, but if we missed it, it's not that like we missed it on purpose, because they kind of like didn't even need to be talked about. Like it's like they like the bow's explosion doing burn damage. Didn't even need to mention that. There was no point. But yeah, I think 2, 3, and 4 could be interchangeable. Everything else is like whatever. I know Tekko. I know that that's gonna get some. They put Tekko in the worst weapon. Yes, I did. I've literally beat Tekko a Trigram user with Faded Blossom. SS weapon came out a year ago. I beat. What'd you say? You what?
I've beaten Tekko players with the Nightstick.
Yeah. It's not like. I'm saying that the.
If we want to go even worse, I beat them with Kakashi's Chakra Sword. Changed weapon.
Yeah.
I've beat them with that.
weapons, just whatever. But I think we're done here. I've probably been recording for like too long. This video is gonna take a little while to edit.
This video is gonna take him a month. You won't see this until
I might not edit it. I might just upload it raw and just hope it works out.
well.
I mean, that's why I
no
did
editing.
The last one. I mean, no, the last one I added like little clips every time I talked about the weapon. I don't think I'll do that this time since I have you with me. I think I would just, I don't know. I think I would just edit, upload it.
Guys, his PC is gonna explode from home.
I'll try to upload a filler video of just something, maybe like a funny thing that happened if I don't get this out. But alright, y'all. Just like last time, me and Stricky would be making way more tier list videos in the future. Maybe Smash can be here. If not, oh well.
Comments if you want to.
What'd you say?
Or jutsus. We can do jutsus too.
Oh yeah, comment what you want to see. Yeah. Alright, in discussion, say what your thoughts are. If you think like, nah, man, you're
we're open to agree to this.
Yeah, like last video, someone was like, nah, Demon Roar is like nowadays everybody has super armor and whatnot to counter it. It's not even good, bro. That was a good. You usually argue something. Now I will. Me and Strictly will be Techo any Instagram players. I don't know what to tell you.
Any hate, any.
You say any.
Comments just any Techo players who think are gonna come in these comments and bash every other weapon because your weapon needs 9 layers of.
Yep.
Your comment will be deleted and you will just be ignored.
Yep.
Because I'm not dealing with the 8 grams and the 80 more.
Yeah, not dealing with the glaze. And y'all better have. I might not delete it. If I read a Techo 8 trigrams weapon player that actually has ace, good reasoning for why it should even be considered like C tier, I might hear him. After like months of dealing with it, it's just the same. It's just like, okay, every other SS plus weapon, I fight. It's like I might see something different every time. I might see a different technique, different strategy. Every time I fight a Hugo weapon player. Green Pill. Hard Light. Crimson Drizzle. Super Armor Sub. Do I need to keep going? But yeah, that's the end of us. Like I said, comment what you think. Me and Strictly are out. Peace.
Deuces.
And I wasn't recording this whole time.